Welcome to this tutorial on multiple regression. Specifically, we are going to look at the case with multiple predictor variables. You have probably seen simple regression with one variable, but the real world is rarely that simple. Today, we will break down the equation y equals b₀ plus b₁x₁ plus b₂x₂, and so on, to understand how we can predict outcomes using multiple sources of information. So, what exactly is multiple regression? It is a statistical technique used to predict a single dependent variable, which we call y, using two or more independent variables, or predictors, labeled as x1, x2, and so on. The goal here is to find the best linear relationship that explains how these multiple factors simultaneously influence a single outcome. Think of it as trying to predict a result, like a test score, based on multiple inputs, like hours studied, hours slept, and attendance. Here is the general equation for multiple regression. It looks a bit long, but it is just an extension of the simple line equation you likely know. Y hat is our predicted value. b₀ is the intercept. Then we have a series of terms, b1 times x1 plus b2 times x2, all the way up to bk times xk in this formula. The x's are your different predictor variables, and the b's are the coefficients, or weights, assigned to each of those variables. Let's break down the parts. First, b₀, known as the intercept or constant. This represents the expected value of y when all of your x variables are equal to 0. It is the baseline starting point. In a 2D graph, this is where the line hits the vertical axis. In multiple dimensions, it is the anchor point for our regression plane or hyperplane. Next, let's look at the coefficients, like b1 and b2. These are often called partial slopes. The interpretation here is crucial. b1 represents the change in y for a 1-unit increase in x1, assuming that all other variables, like x2 and x3, remain constant. This is powerful because it allows us to isolate the specific effect of one variable while controlling for the influence of the others. Visualizing this can be tricky. When we had one predictor, our model was a simple line. Now, with two predictors, x1 and x2, our model becomes a flat 3D plane. The vertical distance from the data points to this plane represents our error. If we had three or more predictors, we would be dealing with a hyperplane, which is impossible to draw, but the math and logic work exactly the same way. Let's apply this to a real-world example, predicting house prices. Here, our outcome y is the price. Our predictors might be square footage, number of bedrooms, and the age of the house. Our equation might look like this. Start with $50,000. Add $200 for every square foot. Add $15,000 for every bedroom, and subtract $2,000 for every year of age. This tells us that, holding size and age constant, adding a bedroom adds $15,000 to the value. How do we know if our model is any good? We look at r², or the coefficient of determination. This number ranges from 0 to 1. An r² of 0.85 means that 85% of the variation in house prices is explained by our model. However, be careful. In multiple regression, we often use adjusted r². This version penalizes you for adding useless variables, preventing the model from looking better than it actually is just because you added more data. Before you run a regression, you must check your assumptions. 1. Linearity. The relationship should be a straight line or plane. 2. Independence. Your data points shouldn't influence each other. 3. Homoscedasticity, which is a fancy word meaning the size of your errors should be consistent across the board. And 4. No multicollinearity. Your predictor variables shouldn't be too highly correlated with each other, or the math gets unstable. To summarize, multiple regression is a fundamental tool for analyzing complex data. It predicts an outcome y based on multiple inputs. The coefficients tell us the isolated effect of each input. r² tells us the strength of the relationship. By mastering this, you move beyond simple correlations and start understanding the multifaceted nature of real-world data.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.